like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Menu narration option is set to off.
My bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. Man, oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off food, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Oh, shit.
Honey, y'all dash.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I
turn the light off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, let's see how we got a few different sets we want to come out in. I want to see how he line up to him. That'll dictate what I run against him today.
Check. Walk 54. Get him. Slam. Say. Anyway, show it up.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones.
Why did he put the white on when I showed him I had white
on that
on?
play, back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play.
Jesus.
And it'll be a second and long.
I showed him I had white on, and he put white on.
Now it's Jackson. And a catch right side by Evans. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm going to have to slice him up, man. I know exactly why he said that. I'm going to have to slice him up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a good overshot.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle to Evans. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
Honestly,
and
I
we
probably
are
would have
tied
done
at
that on
7.
my first drive, but we got
So
snuffed with a
only
big
even at
hit.
7 now as they
That's one
kick
of
it
them things I
away.
was worried about. Because them sons of guys, they're like a hammer.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20. Yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at
We'll go with the speed, because they got a lot of speed. And we'll do base.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
There we go.
Gun.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
That boy let Willie Moe Jr.
Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense.
Good shit. Ooh, the
Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Damn, Derek Cole went off.
Switch.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You must be Check.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
No blocking on the outside.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9. Jackson, a look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
I saw that coming a million-man march away.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone.
Tried to,
but good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go all the way out there.
Jackson to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10.
Killing them with these
and
adjustments,
finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I don't know what to tell him.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We go to quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
I really had to make.
Jackson will throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Depending on what set he come out in will determine what I want to do. I don't trust it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they put...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
That boy Willie Moe Jr., y'all.
His 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost
And he's going to go down again. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it.
Oh, no. Motherfucker got
it's
that
a gain
instant
of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
He's making a lot of good
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now.
I'm at the spotlight him.
The way that they're functioning on offense
because the hole was
now,
there, but he came out the block.
a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Face man.
Oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
I ain't ready yet.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit
honestly,
out of
in
whack,
my opinion, I feel like this is just a formation that he
loves. But in a
loves.
sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Personnel.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Yeah.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10. It's an end around with Perriman. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Oh, they didn't give it to me.
Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Great field position, has to be one of the best friends.
I'm going to challenge it. I feel like they done...
And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the play.
Well,
I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
Damn.
Right there, 54 miles.
Oh, you gonna go man up?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes in.
I thought that was my offensive lineman. That was a damn dude.
K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
I really thought that was my offensive lineman. I was like, damn,
one
that's
right
him.
here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. K1 short. In there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
That's what he's doing.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
He gave it away.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, he dropped
it. Zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball.
Damn, I think.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Man, that's on me.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter.
I thought we had already hit the 2-minute mark.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey.
That ain't working.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike home. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice little juke.
I was like, damn.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Trying to see. Damn, threw his ass.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard
I'm going to say I didn't
line.
click on in time. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say I didn't click on in time.
Why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
I'm going to say I didn't click on quick enough. That's what I'm going to say. If he run this damn play action post dig one more time.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he's flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know where the previous play information is, but that's what I
Here
read.
now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing again. Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
He was cruising USA on that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Curious to what he's going to do.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Kill. Hey, turn 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 11 yards there, first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Now a first down throw for Newton. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I'm honestly thinking about just start sitting on a lot of them because
you're able to hit
he
a
has somebody
receiver in
downfield,
stride,
but
and
he
he
ain't
can pick
looking
up a lot of
downfield.
yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Newton. That's Samuel. Caught
good
left
job.
side. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Yeah. I'm going to try it. It's risky, but I'm going to try it.
And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton.
Oh, he got it through.
Finds a man. It's Olsen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 40. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day. Hey! 54.
Here's Newton. Going back
Good
to
stop.
Moore. This time he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27th, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson.
That's my fault.
Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Terry Poe marches in for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54.
Now Newton. And caught left
he's just
side.
throwing them all
Olsen.
day. That's fine.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
We'll
It's
let him
fourth
throw
down.
those all day.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that officially.
That's why he keeps getting all them tackles, because he got everybody
the Bucks
that's
are gonna
starting
take over first and
on defense
10
on special
deep
teams.
in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson out to his left. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Ouch.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Shrugs him off.
Damn,
Still churning.
out.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
Oh, good-ass play call.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14.
That's a good play call.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Damn.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yeah, these seem to be working.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Terry Poe able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's the part I don't understand, how he keep getting free.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And
what the fuck? How we keep dropping these passes? The cornerbacks think they're good.
Empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Great.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Wait for the toss.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Newton now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Newton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Back to throw.
Oh,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That's Patrick Peterson. That's who that is. He done snuck a good cornerback on his roster.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Levante David, the Bucks leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
That's who that was.
At the 39-yard line.
Could have been better with just true clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but
good game,
they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona.